This is Sisters Ashley and Angela.
And this is Sister Rooy. Welcome back. We're picking up where we left off from part 1 of our interview with Becky Bond, pediatric swim instructor and owner of Safety First Pediaquatics. Angela kicks us off with her experience on the virtual course, Teach Your Child to Swim in 10 Days. And go!
I'll start with Emma. So she is 3 years old and had done the full course with you, and then I think we did one maintenance session. I honestly can't remember, but I think that's what I did. And then we had another winter since, and maybe another year, a year and a winter since. And then we got our pool heated too. That also helps.
Yes, that does help.
So we're swimming at 85-degree water temperature, and Emma, for the first 2 lessons, I had to do Mama Bear, like, you are doing this and you're going to do great. Like, you know, a little bit of forceful, like, you got this. I'm confident in you. You're going to do this.
I mean, I forced her to, and I was like, do you want me to do this? And will she hate me? And you were like, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, because I was like, because I trusted what she has seen with you. So I'm like, you know this. I trust my sister.
But like with Emma as a 3-year-old, it's just, again, so different because Ace loves the water. And so I know of like the blowing of the face, especially with the babies. But I had to do it to Emma and like it worked.
It does.
But I'm just like, I really got a blow in her face.
Yes.
But I did it. I only did like 3 times with her, but she probably has progressed since.
6 days ago.
Yes. But she would like kick her legs forward to try to hug you.
Yeah,
so she was like trying to get
as
to me.
As she's coming to you?
Yes.
She like under the water?
Yes, I would make her head go under, and her whole body was just tensed, just trying to come and wrap her whole body around me.
Oh my gosh.
And I could like see fear in her eyes.
I know.
And she's
Isn't it sad?
She's never had any bad trauma with any water. I know she passed the course with you.
Yeah.
And so, I only made her do it 3 times, and she did really great. I gave her really good positive reinforcement. Both you and Jake were out of the pool and out of sight, which I also think helped.
Yeah.
For me, at least. But, because as soon as I said, do you want to show your dad how good you're doing? It was like even more tense. I can't even imagine trying to do this underwater. You're making it like harder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that was our experience 6 days ago. Kind of honestly wish I recorded it a little bit.
Really?
So that you would see.
My gosh,
like,
you didn't record it.
I know.
Dang it.
I know.
We needed that. It's okay.
There was just, we had so much going on with 4 kids.
I know. Yeah.
It's a lot.
I know. We'll get you, though, with the positive of what is current state.
Okay, yes, I need to know.
So it was really only after two days, I think, for Emma, that it was like, okay, she knows that mom is there, and then she started to get confident. I was telling her, these are your swim lessons. We are doing this, and you get cookies after. And now today, Becky, like, she is wanting to just jump to me.
That's so amazing.
And same thing to her dad. She has swam twice a day now because she has to get back in the pool after napping and swim with dad when he comes home. Like, she is obsessed now. So now I'm like, oh gosh, how do I explain sometimes when we can't go swimming?
Oh no.
Yeah.
But now
Ace, anytime we do go to your house, wants to swim. And he'd be like, come on, Emma, let's swim. And she's like, eh.
I know. But now you're going to see. She is going to want to.
I know yesterday I went to pick Ace up from school, and Justin had said that she was having a meltdown because you were like, you cannot get in the pool when we get home.
This is great.
That's true. It was
I absolutely love this.
It was because of that. I forgot.
So, it was a complete 180
in
6 days.
Completely.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's 6 days from a girl who knew how to swim and would have just been doing maintenance, trying to refresh her skills. Yeah. And now she's like, I don't know what you would say about this, but she's like holding her breath so well. She'll swim and not the length of the pool the long way, because mine is like a bean shape.
Yeah.
She goes from the step to our wall and back, but she'll hold her breath, and my hands are there, and she's just still like there, not kicking yet, because she's just waiting and wanting to see how long.
Because she doesn't want to come up from air.
Yeah, she just wants to like see how long she can hold her breath. And I'm
yes,
like,
they do this.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Like, okay, cool.
Yes,
and
yes, that happens. That's so great.
So
oh
yay.
my gosh.
That's day 6 for
And
Emma.
she's kicking good and
She
everything?
kicks so well. I told Jake yesterday, because she was getting in, and I hadn't worked with her yet on kicks, but I knew she was a little not horizontal like you want. And I was like, Jake, she needs to make sure that she is going horizontal. And this is a funny comment from Jake. He's like, I would actually think it would be the opposite. Like, she can go up and get her air. And I was like, no, it's just not efficient.
You're the swim instructor teaching him.
I know. He hasn't read your course stuff yet, but I was like, Jake, I just want to remind you, like, this is the tip from our main swim instructor that we're getting from the course.
Ace is also just kind of dumb and likes to play in the pool too, so he's not always just swim lesson oriented.
Yeah.
But he'll, do the thing where he just keeps his head above water but let his feet sink, and I'm like, stop doing this because you are making yourself more tired.
Yeah.
And then he started to yell help. And I was like, no.
I'm like,
That
this
is
not
so
a
funny you
thing.
say that. It's
I
one
said-
of me and Ariana's 10 water safety rules is to not yell help unless you really need help.
I said, you do not do this in front of Emma and Zachary, who are
Yeah.
learning. And if you do it again, you're going to get out. And I said, if you ever did this with Becky, she would say no.
Yes, good.
You're like,
good
absolutely not.
for you. Good for you. You've got to be strict with the rules with the
So,
water safety.
I mean, I know you say floating should be last resort, so I guess maybe you'll yell at me right now. But I do tell him, like, if he does need to get a breath, to float, to get his breath, and then go back to swimming with his
because if
head
he
underwater.
needs it, then
So-
roll over.
I just tell him, like, you will swim better and more efficient with your head underwater.
Yeah.
But this boy just wants to play.
Yeah. He does love playing.
And I got more dive toys for him. He's so,
Good.
so excited. All of Angela's toys that are
all
at
of
her pool
Ace's.
are all from Ace.
Yeah. And my kids weren't playing with them because they weren't swimming. But now we'll see how. I'm really excited to see how Emma is with Ace, and for you to see the progress, because I'm like,
I'm excited.
Yes, girl, yes. And she's so happy, the biggest smile as she's splashing in. She's like, yeah.
Isn't it the greatest feeling?
Can't
It's the
wait
best.
because
It's
I
so
saw
much
fear
fun.
in her eyes.
I know.
When I made her go under.
I can't wait for you to see the happiness now. The joy, pure joy.
Okay, so how's the baby
Anyway,
doing?
so now,
Sounds baby.
so Zachary, who is 15 months old, he is on day 6 now, but Ashley saw him on day 1. And this is, I really hurriedly kind of went through some of your coursework, but I saw all the videos. I made sure.
Okay.
And the only thing I'm kicking myself is I was like, dang, I should have swam him by himself. No distractions, whatever.
Yeah, because we
But-
were all in the pool. But we had, Justin and I were swimming Sam, Jake, I don't know where Emma.
Jake must have
Emma
been
was
with
just
Emma
sitting
or
on the step
something.
because she was, and then I think Ace was with Jake. Jake and Emma, I
Yeah.
think were with Jake.
Yeah.
With Jake and Emma? Ace and Emma. Things are,
One of them.
Kids.
One
Words-
of the 10.
Words
No.
and names.
people.
Pretty much.
People
Yeah.
were in the pool with Zach.
So many more people than just Zach and Mom.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, so we swim him, and he's upset. He's scared. Like, he just hasn't been in the water as much.
Exposed.
So
Yeah.
I was splashing and playing with him, but
But
he
let
was
me
a little
tell you,
fuss.
Becky, it was not Sam fuss. Like, he was not crying as hard as Sam cries with.
Really?
Like, he was crying, but
Not that bad.
he,
Yeah.
would, he would eventually stop.
Yeah, he did. He did. And I think, honestly, even the next day, I don't think he cried. He gave me, like, the sad face, like we're doing
Yeah.
this again. Like,
Like, boy, we're
he's
back.
like, yes, boy, we're doing this. And you're going to do so great.
I
Oh,
love
man.
that.
No, what I love are the hugs after when he's so tired and like also
They're
just like,
so
Mom.
sweet, right?
Yes, it's just like he gives already great hugs
Yeah.
compared to even Emma, I think, at his age. But man, he leaned in heavy and hard. But he doesn't cry. He knows that like this is the work we're gonna do. We're gonna get into the pool. I wouldn't say he's like happy. Definitely not jumping in like Emma.
Yeah.
He's still, I'm trying to work with him on having the binky in his mouth to help him not swallow water because he still does, but he's not interested in the binky at all.
But he likes
still.
the binky outside of the water.
Yes. He
I have a
loves-
little boy right now I cannot get him to just keep the binky in his mouth while I'm swimming him. I
Yes.
keep like putting it back in there. I'm like, come on, just take it, buddy.
I know.
Zach loves the binky. If,
Yeah.
if he doesn't have food in his mouth, he's got the binky.
He's got the binky.
He does. does. Yeah. But he won't take it in the water as much because that's the main thing. I feel like he's swallowing water a little more than I want him to.
Okay.
And still trying to get the kicks. But the other thing, and this is something I was like, maybe I should set up a call with Becky. Because what was it?
Which, for a little plug for you.
Yeah.
For your virtual course, if you do that, you have said that you can set up a FaceTime or a call with you to discuss certain things too.
Yes, and I actually did my first mom yesterday that I worked her through it. And she actually, so she's one of my old customers. She came to the house and I said, hey, why don't you come over? I just want to see how I'm going to do coaching someone. I'm not going to get in and show you. And the first thing she did, I was like, oh no, what is going on? And then I was like, okay, you're going to do this. Let's get this hand here. And sure enough, over time, I was able to help her. And then she
that's great.
had it down. So it was great. She was on day 3.
Yeah, okay.
So she may have not been as coordinated as most people, but I was happy to see how she did it first. And then I was able to walk her through it. And then she had a very successful outcome through the great. 15 minutes that we were together. Or we did the...
That's great. Awesome.
I'm like, this is good. I can do this.
Yeah.
I can coach people through FaceTime.
You can. I believe it.
Thank you. Thanks for believing in me.
I can be your hype woman.
Okay, so what are you doing with him right now? So he's not kicking very well, and he's drinking the water?
Not jumping in the water, not kicking as much. I'm trying to do the drop-ins. But, this is what I remembered. In my pool, I don't really have a great wall, in regards to you're saying every time to swim to the wall. So we've always started at the steps.
Okay.
Because it's the only way, anyway,
her
of the
water
pool I
to
can
wall
touch
ratio is big.
Yeah, too big.
It's hard for Sam too, so I have to lead him to the step.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I was happy on day 6. I saw, you eventually do go to the steps, and I'm like, okay, I've been pretty much doing this. Yeah. So that made me happy.
Okay,
like,
good.
I don't want Becky to be mad. I didn't really get into the wall because, like Ashley said, it is a bit of a reach.
Sometimes what I do, like if the wall's too big, I'll put the hose in the water and get it up.
And get it higher.
Like if I don't have a little wall, or I've done that before, like with parents when I've traveled back in the day. I'd be like, hey, just like let's lift the pool water level higher, and we can. And we try. Or if I have a smaller kid, usually the older kids like 2 and up are fine on the bigger wall.
Yeah. Okay.
But for that age, it's
Sam. It's hard for him to reach up there, and he's already small as it is.
Yeah, he is small. He's little.
He's my little baby, but it's like. But when we took him to the resort, it was nice because all the resort pools have like the little ledge with the drains all around the pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really excited. Jake and I are about to take the kids on a family trip where we know there's going to be swimming and pools. So I'm like, okay, I can also practice at those lower walls, and super pumped to see how it all works out. We'll be done with the 10-day course by then. But I'm like super pumped.
Like go swimming.
Just keep swimming.
And I'm be excited about it.
I know.
It makes a huge difference.
It does. Yes.
For you all to be in the pool.
I can't wait. But either way, basically day 6, working on kicks for the boy because he's still just very straight-legged, like kind of. I still feel like he's a little bit nervous. And I don't know.
Sometimes when they get nervous, they just kind of do this.
Yeah, like starfish a little bit.
You can put shoes on him. I don't know if you've read that yet. I've seen a video on that yet.
I know you mentioned it in the last day, so I was like, I'm going to see how this day goes. Yeah. But tomorrow I might do shoes.
Yeah, do shoes and then work on drop-ins, and then you drop them in, and then you can kind of like sometimes like wiggle their waist a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm definitely wiggling the waist, but he's still not. He's like,
just keep working it, girl. Keep working it.
We're gonna wiggle
there.
I don't know if you've noticed with Sam, because it's unfortunately been a while since you swam him, since we are now moving him into maintenance lessons and haven't gotten that spot yet, but he, like, when he kicks, he only does, like, one leg.
Like, I feel like, yes, I remember this now.
I'm like, you gotta do both legs.
Yes, and some kids will only kick one leg for a little while.
But until
they figure it out.
But at the resort when we took him, I was doing it in front of the lifeguards. And they're just, I don't know if I was making them nervous or if they liked it, because they were just like, but I was just doing a lesson. I was like, channeling my inner Becky, and I was like, hey, swim to the wall. And then he'd get up there, I'd plant his hands, I'd sit him on the wall, I'm like, yay! And he was
positive pickup.
He was so fascinated by the lifeguards, like, what are they doing? And
Why
they
are they
were just
watching
looking
me?
at him, like, waving, smile and wave.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I just remember specifically with Ace, when he was younger, anytime I took him to a pool, everybody had comments to say that he was such a good swimmer, not being in floaties.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, he's a fish.
It's also
if he could breathe underwater, like, he'd be so happy.
No.
Give me the snorkel, Mom. No.
Give him a snorkel.
Surprisingly, he hates goggles. He's very excited that your pool won't hurt his eyes now. Before we got the pool heater, we had chlorinated pool, and it bothered Emma too. So we got goggles, and now it's salt water and heated. So both kids, Emma hasn't even complained at all. I know, we're living the dream.
It is the dream.
It was one of the goals that Jake and I were like, we got to do this. And now I'm pumped that we can swim, working on Zach, and it's going great. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's really cool to just see the progress, and I was really happy, and this is why when we knew we were going to talk with you for our podcast, I was like, I got to get in the pool and do this so that I can share the experience, because I was confident it was going to be positive, and I'm happy to say it is.
Good,
happy to confirm it is.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. I actually thought of a question from what you were saying earlier with parents. So with certain parents, do you find that the more nervous parents about their kids, do you know, or I don't even know if you'd be privy to this information, but if they are strong swimmers or if they're comfortable in the water, like, do you see any correlation with parents and their relationship with water with their kids and their relationship with water? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, I'm trying to make it make sense. No. I do. Sometimes, like, for instance, this is one example, is I have parents a lot of times tell their kids that they can't jump in the deep end, and then the kids get freaked out and panicked about the deep end. Okay. But the fact of the matter is the whole entire pool is a deep end to a toddler. Yeah. They can't stand anywhere. So why are you stressing them out about the deep end when they could just swim to the wall and get out there, or swim to the wall and get out over here? The only thing is you can't touch there. Yeah. You know, but I mean, sometimes that's a parent who can't swim. Okay. But I have parents who can swim that still act like that. And it's that anxiety that comes off of them, they put onto their child. And then their child becomes anxious about that stuff. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I have kids who the parents know they can't swim, and they start their kids very early, and it's just a no-brainer for them. They can't swim, so they want to make sure that their kids can save themselves, and they're great swimmers, you know? So I guess it all depends.
Yeah. So I don't think we've touched on that for our listeners. How early can you start swimming a child?
Oh, yeah.
So you can start a child at 6 months as long as they're crawling. So you want to make sure their motor skills are developed. However, my favorite age to start them is 8 to 10 months. I just feel like they adapt to the water better. If you're doing the course and you're newer, I feel like it's probably better to wait till 10 months at least, just so you have more control. Because the younger they are, I will say, still, it can be awkward depending on the child. So as a whole, I would say it's best for parents to wait till 10 to 12 months to get them started if they're anxious to get them going. If anything, I do have my water safety starts in the bath course, which starts as soon as they're infants, and they can get them familiar with holding their breath, safety measures to take with water around their house. I have a shower video in there to help them get associated with water trickling over their face.
Ace hates the shower.
Emma does too.
Emma does too. You love a bath. You love the pool. Why not the shower?
Yeah. And I actually have a video in there too that teaches your first experience with your little one in the water or going to the pool, and showing them how to get water in their ears with a float. And then I do a video with reinforcing a proper float so that no one does it wrong. So that they don't mess it up for the swim instructor they might go to, or for their float course. So I had to reinforce that. So there's a lot of little stuff in there too.
Love it. That's crazy.
So that kind of leads into the next course. If you are anxious to get your kid water safe, you know?
Yeah. I've actually been learning a lot too from your recent posts about going to the ocean and the beach. I hate going to the beach. I'd rather a pool.
I do want to really touch on this. Yes. I'm glad you brought this up.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. And so it's just those types of things also I don't think about because I'm not a beach goer. even though I live in Florida, people, I don't like the beach. Sue me.
She's so weird.
Yeah.
She's
crazy.
She really is. I can't
Like,
relate.
who doesn't like the beach? Although my husband doesn't like the sand either.
It's the sand, mostly, I think. But, like, also, if I were to go on a boat on the ocean, I would get seasick. It's just me, my sensitive body.
Yeah, she's sensitive.
It's so bad. But, yeah, I saw your recent post about ocean and, like, high tide and stuff, and I was just like, this is also just super good information to have.
Yes, it's very good information. So, first off, going back to my husband not liking the beach. So, he used to surf, and he was actually pretty decent at it. And he's a big fisherman and stuff. So, him not liking the beach to me is just ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
When this situation occurred, so what happened is, I think it was an air show that we went to. I think it was the weekend after Easter. But we went to the beach. And if you're on the east coast of Florida, our waters can be really, really rough. So in Cocoa Beach, this is where Kelly Slater grew up surfing, if anyone knows who Kelly Slater is. I mean, he's one of the best surfers in the world because the ocean out there, it can get crazy. So he had to learn in rough waters, you know. But anyways, we went to the beach and I was like, geez, the beach, it just looks angry today. So
I loved how you said that too. Like
angry.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yes, like it did. It just looked angry. So I went down to the shoreline where the kids were and I just was straight up with them and I said, listen guys, there could be rip currents out there. The beach does not look like it's happy today. Let's make sure we keep the water below our knees. I would actually like it better if you just don't even let it go much over halfway, you know, from your ankle to your knee. And I said, and then Cash, you know, didn't understand my 5-year-old, and he's an awful listener, very defiant too. So just throw that out there. And I was like, listen, buddy, it could take you away from mommy forever, and I just don't ever want that to happen. I just need you to really listen to mommy and make sure you stay near the shoreline, and we're not going to be doing boogie boarding much today like we usually would. So they played in the sand, and they played with sand fleas, which are right on the shoreline, so they didn't need to really go in the water, but they listened, and I was very strict with them about it. And I guess Tad went down there and he was like asking them what they were doing. Why weren't they getting in the water? And they were like, oh, mommy told us not to get in. He told me this like 2 days later. I'm like, you didn't know that I went and talked to them about it? Because my mom was with me too. And me and her were very crazy about it. I'm like, what do you mean? But he grew up in Cocoa Beach. So he grew up surfing out there. I don't think it really fazed him as much. So anyway, so 2 days later, a little girl gets sucked into a rip current a block from where we were at.
Oh my gosh.
So she got sucked out, and if you ever get sucked into a rip current, you always swim parallel to shore and you float on your back to rest. You don't ever fight the water because you can't beat it. Even some of the strongest athletes in the world have not been able to fight rip currents. And the thing is you want to get out past the break of the waves. So where you can actually swim and rest. You can't really rest where the wave break is.
Where they're crashing into you.
Yeah. So she was out there. Mom went out to try to save her, and then another bystander went out to try to save her. The girl survived, but the other 2 people passed.
Okay.
So it's just such an awful story. They didn't make it, and I was just like, Tad, like, what would we do? Like, what if someone's out there drowning? Like, what would we do? Like, I wouldn't be able to sit back, you know? And then I'm like, well, I'm sending you because you know how to swim and that stuff. And then I was like,
surfer.
For real? Like, yeah, I'm like, but for real, like, what would we do? And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to always have a boogie board at the beach because you can strap a boogie board strap to your ankle and run out there and then use it for flotation out there.
Yeah.
So you just strap it. I would always say, call for help. If you feel the need to go save somebody, strap it to your ankle, go out there, save them, don't panic. And then you guys both float on the boogie board until help arrives.
So
would be that's what I was thinking. Because, you know, as a mom, you're like,
yeah,
what would I do in a situation like this? You always think of the worst case.
I know. We talk about intrusive thoughts.
It's just like, oh my gosh. But it is things to be aware of when you do come to Florida and the East Coast are the rip currents.
Is Cocoa Beach one of the ones that has lifeguards or no?
They do at the pier, but not
where this
past
happened.
the pier, yeah.
Man,
the pier, and I think
so sad.
Coconuts, which is another, there's a couple different places where they have them, but
okay,
not up and down.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I've never...
And go somewhere where there's a lifeguard.
Yeah, I rarely do Cocoa Beach if I do the beach.
Yeah.
Because when I was dating Justin, we were more in the Melbourne area.
Okay, yeah.
So we did Melbourne beaches. And I know some of them have lifeguards and some of them do not.
Yeah.
I haven't been to enough beaches yet to know my beaches.
Hey, but look at those goals you have this year.
I know.
Is that one of the goals?
It is to go to more.
12 times
Do you
for
have
the
the
year.
pool?
Oh
Get
my
out.
gosh. I love the beach, though. They get to play in the sand.
Yes, it's also because my husband loves the beach, and I'm like, we're so close to the beach now. We gotta go. Let's
Go.
go.
And you know what? They say it's like really supposed to help your mindset. Like 5 minutes a day at the beach, they say it's supposed to like make you so much more positive and stuff.
I need more positivity.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to do that too. I want to go to the beach more.
But yeah, it's the cleaning myself off with sand and then also cleaning the babies off. That does not sound appealing to me.
It is
Just
a
plan to
mess.
have a dirty car, okay? After.
Lower expectations
Yes.
of hygiene.
For the fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, for the memories.
For the memories.
The memories.
No, but speaking of memories, I'm just going to interject one memory that always comes up when I think of rip currents and whatnot. Is you and me swimming. I don't remember if it was California or where, but
I'm waiting for you to jog my memory of which story this is going to be.
but there was just one memory in my mind that is always we're out in the water and we have drifted.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, dang, we're far. And I remember thinking, I'm not panicking. I'm not going to say anything to my sister so that she doesn't panic because we are farther than I want to be.
I have 2 beach memories with you.
And I just remember thinking, we, sister, have to start swimming back. Let's just start.
Let's just start. We're going too far.
And we somehow made it back, but it was far.
Had to be teenagers. And we had drifted from mom and dad. I do remember, I feel like it was Florida. It was probably Daytona.
Yeah, I mean, one of the coasts.
One of the coasts.
It was either San Diego or Daytona Beach.
We were in the ocean.
Yes. It was definitely not Hawaii. When we went to Hawaii, that water was cold.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't Hawaii.
No, but I do remember being really like we couldn't spot mom and dad anymore. I think we were pretty far,
Too far. Yeah.
just down the line. We weren't far out. We were just down the shore. But yeah, that one. Then I also just remember up in Long Island.
What happened in Long Island?
Now you have to jog my memory.
I'm nervous. I mean, it's just Angela and I are now with our 15-month-olds. I formula fed Sam, and she has breastfed both her babies. And so I've just seen my sister, and that is fine. It is natural. It is. Yes. And so in Long Island, we were both college. We went into the ocean, and it was angry that day. And Angela is shorter than me, and this wave just came on top of her.
Oh no.
Like full on, whole body, just like
Took her out.
and we're just cracking up like we do. And her bathing suit just flying off. And there were people on this beach, so I had to be like, sister, cover yourself. Take care of it. But
You're falling out everywhere.
was probably the first time that I maybe had seen
Cover
your boobs.
yourself.
And now
my
it definitely wasn't the last time
Take
because
care of it.
breastfeeding problems.
That's hilarious.
You don't remember getting taken out by this wave?
There's been a few that have taken me out. But to have made me go commando or just the top?
I think it was just the top.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember.
But like the
That's
wave,
hilarious.
it wasn't even like off. It was just like it's like a bikini, so it was just like
Yes.
shifted everywhere on your body. I mean, you turned toward me, fixed it right away. It was whatever. It's not like it became untied. It was just funny. This wave just the wave ate you.
Spit me back out.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was disheveled. Oh man, that one got the cheeks.
That one got the cheeks. My cheeks hurt so bad.
Yes,
When you
laughed.
can't stop smiling and laughing.
We laughed. We laughed a lot here.
I know. So many.
They're going to be sore tomorrow.
I know. Oh my gosh.
But yes, I mean, this kind of brings me. We should have probably opened with this, so it's a little backwards, but what got you into wanting to swim?
Yeah, because when you brought up your husband and surfing, I was like, oh yeah, wait, we got to ask you that.
Because we said we've been lifeguards. Like, tell us about your background and how you even ended up here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to be a water skier, and then I wakeboarded in college, and I was very into all that stuff, and then I got pregnant with my little girl. I think I was 27, and I was like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, I'm serving and I'm just living this wakeboard lifestyle. Like, life is just grand, and I've got to figure out a real career. I got to figure out how to, make ends meet for my little one. So my mom's best friend actually introduced me to a lady who was teaching Swim Float Swim. And so I started researching all these different programs. And I found, I think, the best program there is, which is PediaSwim. And it's like the hybrid version of ISR, in my opinion. So it teaches the swimming and the floating part of survival swim.
What is ISR?
ISR is Infant Swimming Resource. So really they just teach a child how to flip over and float for safety. They usually don't have toys. I think a lot of the older instructors have adapted toys into the program. But I believe with the instructors, I don't know if you know what you're going to get. So some of these older instructors have introduced the swimming portion into the program. And I don't think some have, because I've had a lot of children that have come to me at 3 years old, and parents will be like, they only know how to float. So with us, we teach swimming and floating from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So I found that program. And right after I had my little girl, I started training 2 months later. So she was 2 months when I started my training. And then I opened my business in 2016. And then it just took off, and it was crazy busy. And it was like I was helping all these kids swim. And then next thing you know, I hired Miss A. And she's been with me since I think 2018 or 2019. And then she talked me into opening the facility because we kept getting rained out. Then we opened the facility, and then it's kind of just been, history really ever since it's taken off.
That's awesome.
So, but now the facility chapter closed, and now we're doing online, and we're currently in the works of building a swim facility as well.
So much.
Awesome.
So there's just a lot.
Gal.
Yeah, that's kind of how it all evolved.
How do you balance everything? We don't have to get into like owning a business and the trials with that, but how do you own a business, have 5 kids, and like do you
have time to yourself?
No, this is why I can't come play bunko. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go watch Ariana do gymnastics for an hour tonight. I can't do it.
Do you have support?
Yeah, so I will say Tad, my husband, is incredible partner. Like he helps. We 50-50 a lot of things, He'll cook, he'll do laundry, he'll do all types of stuff, whatever he needs to do to make sure we can continue going forward without going insane, And he's helped a lot extra now with me being very involved in building this course. So I haven't gotten this passionate about something since I opened my business, which I've always been obviously passionate about it forever, but I just saw this vision, and when I see a vision, I go all in, and there's no stopping me.
You got the spark.
So I just got a spark.
Yeah.
So I've had to just figure it out. So I've also been getting up now at 4:30 in the morning so that I can have 2 hours to myself to focus on things and focus on.
Can't relate. She's me. Are you me?
Like, but I gotta focus on
I am
the
sad
social
to say,
media.
sometimes I'm going to bed at 4:30.
Yeah. Are you freaking serious?
Dude.
No.
What?
I've gotten a lot better.
Oh
She
my
has gotten better.
But
she
it
has
has
gotten better.
happened, and it was bad.
Yeah, she's had some
Oh my
bad.
gosh, that is bad. How do you do that with children?
Well, they sleep in too.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
she had shifted her kids to be to her schedule.
With Ace now in school, I am waking up at 8. So.
I know, I'm not going to lie,
better.
I'm pretty proud of you. You have brought Sam to me early on multiple occasions in the last few weeks.
Thank you.
I think this is going to be a life-changing moment that Ace is going to school for you.
It is. Yeah. And there's so many positives.
I know.
Yes.
It's so many positives.
I
and for
know
him.
it is good for me as well, and my body, and my clock or whatever. So I am going, the latest I have gone to bed in the last month, I think, was 1:30.
What?
But it's typically
I'm
midnight.
sleeping by, 10:30 somewhere.
No, 10:30 I was like getting my second wind.
10:30 the latest.
But I am doing better and going to bed by midnight. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
By midnight.
She is doing better. I've been like at 11, if I am still awake, I'm like, go to bed.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Instead of like go work out, you're like go to bed.
Yes.
It's not a workout partner. It's like a accountability for going
Go to bed. Sleep is crucial.
I know.
It's so crucial.
Anyway, she's doing great.
She's
better.
doing
We
great.
are full support of her. But glad that your husband is your partner in crime. We have to ask because we are on the Sister Rooy podcast, and she is my sister Rooy. Is there a Sister Rooy in your life?
So I do have a sister. She's she's older. I'm not going to mention her age.
That's fine.
But she's like 13 years older than me. But she's actually a nurse practitioner. She used to work in oncology, and she's done that for so many years. She actually focused on patients with leukemia and lymphoma. I think it's very similar, something like that. And
Heavy stuff regardless.
Yeah, so it was a crazy experience for her, and she was very, very good at it, but I think she got to the point where she was ready to see more positive outcomes. So now she has a company called Evolve Health and Wellness, and they focus on hormone replacement, and they do Botox, and they do different types of skin rejuvenation, and they have facials there and all types of good stuff to make people feel better and be better. So
yeah.
So she's
my
my
go-to.
bestie.
Your
Yeah, she's
bestie?
my go-to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We love to hear that it's a true sister, blood sister.
familial.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the leader of the pack. I'm the baby of four. So
Oh,
I'm the baby of 4.
Are you
She
really?
is.
Oh.
Yes.
I am.
There you can relate.
Yeah.
Not so much on the bedtime.
Not so much on the bedtime.
That's fine. Yeah. But is there anything on the horizon? So you mentioned that you're working on the float course.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So I have a whole series of things that I'll be doing. So it'll be like a step-by-step process for everyone, starting with infancy. Like once you have your baby, you can start your baby to make them water safe, starting in the beginning with water safety starts in the bath. Then you can do the teach your child to swim in 10 days. And then I have the float course that I'm working on. After that, I'll be working on assisting more with maintenance lessons for the swim, float, swim, and going into stroke lessons, which will be like what I do with Ace, the alligator arms and big arms. And introducing backstroke and stuff like that. And
do
then
you do the fun diving things that he's obsessed with?
Oh yes, I probably will add that in. I actually have a video, a short, simple one on YouTube about teaching your child to dive. But
I was impressed. He was diving at Angela's deep end.
When
it
Justin pushed him down, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
He's diving now for things?
It is so funny having to shove your child.
When I saw Justin
It feels
do
weird,
that.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
But he loves it.
But he loves it.
He's like, I'm ready.
I know.
Yeah. Push me down as hard as you can.
Well, for the deep end, I can't touch, so I'm like,
Yeah.
water.
Keep going.
And then I'm like shoving him, and he did great. He came up and came to the wall.
I was impressed.
So, and then you also said that you are having another facility being built.
Yes, and then I have that.
Awesome.
All while managing your 13-month-old? How old is he?
Yes,
Atlas?
I'm like, is he 30? Yeah, he's 13.
Crazy.
13-month-old, yeah.
Yeah, because
And my 5-year-old, he's actually the toughest,
right.
but he's
Oh,
really
yes.
fun. He's a lot of fun.
It's
But he's
a
very
fun
tough.
age, but
All the
they
kiddos.
are a
Very
tough age.
defiant. Yes.
I feel like that's going to be Zachary.
Oh, yeah. Just wait.
Just with how he listens and whatnot. I'm like, he doesn't listen as well as Emma.
No, they don't. It is the second child.
And he climbs on everything.
Yeah.
know.
That's
Yeah.
how Atlas says. He climbs on everything. It's so scary.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
there's
how
a
are
few
you up there?
Recent falls, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But I also keep telling you, don't climb on this chair.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh my goodness.
So as you sat down and we welcomed you onto our lovely environment of our podcast, we gave you a gift.
Okay.
And so the puppy chow
Yeah.
is a specialty for Angela and I. We have perfected it. It is a childhood
core memory.
It's so good. It is so good.
And so, yes, our thoughts, because we have seen that you have tried it already. Or how was it?
Amazing. Cash is going to want all of it, I'm sure, when I get home, and Ariana.
I have sat and done a sitting of way too much on
Angela,
multiple occasions. And you know what? My body is still happy about it. So
actually, I'm like, let me get some dinner right now. I haven't had dinner.
Yes, so it is our specialty of what we make, and so we just figured we would honor you with it.
Well, thank you.
And
that's incredible.
Yeah, and it is a staple, true Sister Rooy pick-me-up. Yeah.
Probably since I got the recipe in the first grade. So we have perfected this since I got this.
First grade?
In first grade.
It's so good. I love it.
Yes, I will not give away all of the secrets, but I'll tell you the secret after.
We're that secret.
to keep it real good.
We're that secret. But I think our last question, to make sure that all of our listeners can find you, where can they find you?
On Facebook under Safety First PD Aquatics, or Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
Awesome.
So,
well, like I said, we love you. We love your
your work.
Your work, yes.
It's important work. We think
yes.
so.
Believe in
Obviously, we are investing in you by putting our kids and investing our kids in the programs.
Yes.
So we think it's a great program.
Yes.
And just thank you for your time and coming on with us and chatting.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been so much fun. I didn't know if I could talk for 2 hours. But I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier than
I told you we would just be talking.
I know.
And having a good time.
Yes.
Always.
But you can find Angela and I at our socials at Sister Rooy. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Since recording, we have officially become an affiliate partner with Safety First PD Aquatics. If you use our link to purchase our courses, we will get a small commission, but it doesn't affect the price you pay.
Your little ones deserve to be safe in the water, and you deserve less anxiety knowing they have these skills. We are so passionate about water safety and hear stories all the time. Find our affiliate link under our link tree on our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's also included in this episode's description.